Well, here we are again. This is part 2 of Sunday morning, November the 22nd, answering comments as we drive to church. Indigo Lady has made a comment. Oh, we never did finish your comment. Nancy today, light up a fluorescent light under the power lines. My mother-in-law lived on a street where the end of the cul-de-sac, there were 5 houses that backed up onto high-tension power lines. Do you know that after a year or two, every house had someone living in it who was affected by cancer, old and young? Coincidence? Maybe, but I'll never buy a home near one. Yikes. That's really something. My daughter, Virginia, is very sensitive. And there was a transformer outside of our house we lived in once. And when and it hurt, she could feel it. It was very interesting. Anyway. At least that's what I think it was. We're moving on. Lunayahwitch. Lunayahwich. This isn't really a turn.
I guess you're right.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait. She said making salve. Okay, never mind. I guess I should have watched the entire video before asking you what was in it. Gotcha again. Okay, let me unflag these so that I can let them go rest in peace. These are the ones that I've already answered. Otherwise, they'll come back to haunt me. I'll have to think, oh my gosh, I didn't talk to them, didn't respond to them yet. I love your comments. I get about 60 a day, and it is wonderful. Okay, let's scroll down right here. Do you know that road to Dape River is all 90 kilometers the whole way? It was awesome. There was a sign that says if you go 110, you get a $95 fine. If you go 120, you get a $225 fine. And people were passing me at 110. Anyway, I, of course, was not speeding. Luana Witch made a comment on making salve. Nancy, is it comfrey and calendula? Those are the 2 major ingredients I use in my boo-boo salve. Mullein leaf and plantain leaf are also good to add. Mullein. I didn't add mullein. I used that looks like the black cloth I got for the car. But I haven't driven on this road since I've got it, so I guess that wasn't it. Okay, I use calendula flowers, comfrey, plantain, yarrow. But I don't use mullein. I should use mullein. We're going to make salve on Thursday, so that would be good to incorporate, because I don't think I have enough yarrow anymore. Indigo Lady 52 has made a comment on movie OOC. Ack, you might rip out your new beautiful muffler. I know. Sometimes Nancy is lax a little bit up here. One brick short of a wall.
Right.
One ingredient short of a casserole. You come up with some? Well, there's little wind in the attic, little breeze in the trees, a little, anyway. Okay, we'll go on. You're not going to help me, so I'm going to have to carry on here. NYC Bubbles 756 said, Nancy, she's just writing to say hi, and she loves little kitty Sunshine, and Mao gets along with them very well. If you take away the part where he hits him every time he sees them with his long claws, whack, whack. Other than that, how was the play, Mrs. Lincoln? I love it that you love the ones where I drive and show the trees turning color. Thanks for saying Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, and happy Thanksgiving to you. All of you out there in the United States are about to have Thanksgiving. And those of us that are already done, we get the day to just do something else. Azbabby, now that must be Arizona Azbabby, has made a comment on Nancy today, a grass snake in the computer. The snakes will get electrocuted when they go through your electric panel. Actually, I don't think so, because they can't actually get to the wiring. They're out in the part where we see the wiring, that's got a front of the panel which is screwed on. So they can't actually get into there. They can just get in the big, huge wooden box that surrounds it in our house. But if they get electrocuted, is that a bad thing? Well, you know what happens? You know why it's bad to have mice in your wires, in your walls? Because, what? We need to give them some room and some warmth, right? Well, no, actually, because they like the taste of the plastic on the wires, or is it the insulation between them? Anyway, they like the taste. So they chew that, and if they chew it and touch the black wire and the white wire and cut through them at the same time, they will explode in a little ball of flame. See, they will get electrocuted, but they don't just get electrocuted, they don't just get a zap. Ow! They blow up, which means that you now have a fire in your wall. And have you any idea how dry the inside of your walls are? They have never, ever, ever had moisture on them. They are the best kindling ever. You can make a fire quicker than anything. We don't want to do that. So that's why you don't want mice in your walls. And I suppose the snake, I don't know if the snake would blow up and be fire. Do you think the snake would be fire? It doesn't have any fur.
We'll have to tell it to Mythbusters, and maybe they'll find out for us.
There we go. Mythbusters, on to them. I'll just open that one so that I'll remember to send it to Mythbusters. Okay, or not send it, but to repeat it to. Walking the Appalachian Trail again. Nikki 33100 has made a comment. I have watched a lot of your videos on the Appalachian Trail. I love them. I hope to hike at least some of the trail someday, if not all of it. Well, Nikki, I would love to hike it too. And I heard that the first person that hiked it was one of you from Virginia, I think, whose sons were about to go hiking it, told me that the first person that hiked the trail, was it a trail? How would the first person hike a trail? Wouldn't there be no trail then? Somebody would have had to make the trail. Maybe it was trails, parts of the trail here and there, but nobody had actually walked it all the way from Georgia to Maine. That could be it. Anyway, she went for a walk one day. She put on a little, like a stick with a little bag of clothes. I don't know what she did, but she only took a little bit of clothing, and she went out or a little bit of supplies, and she went out on a walk. She was in her 60s. Isn't that cool? Are we going to do that when we're 60? Hey, you already are 60. Let's plan it, Willem.
Really?
Yes, what is your response? Ignore it and hope it'll go away?
Well, you can walk it if you want, but I won't.
You have what?
You can walk if you want, but I won't. I won't walk it.
I know what you could do. You could. You're not interested.
You got all sorts of plans for me.
Yes, you could drive the car. I would walk between locations, and you could wait for me at the next road crossing. And we could do that together. That would be like a togetherness thing from May to October. Really? Wouldn't that be fun? I could walk and you could sit there with the car so that when I get there, I could get in and we could have a visit and maybe have a salad or something. And then she could buy and away we'd go and I would walk again. What do you think?
Let's discuss this later.
Sometimes he's just not game. Goodbye.